And I think that you have to look at that both ways. I was talking to a coach, AAU coach, and we were talking about this, playing up or playing grade level. And he made a really, really good point of a kid can play up and a kid can be borderline, the right P4 or slam dunk mid-major. And the kid can play up and maybe not dominate, maybe not score all the points, maybe not do this, but prove that they can play at that level and get eyes of the P4 schools versus kid playing grade level and killing it, but those P4 schools not sitting at a 16s. And I was like, you know what, that's actually a good point. And he talked about parents, when you're trying to make the decision if you want to play up or play grade level, it's all about what do you want? Like, what's the goal for that season? And I want to ask y'all that. When you're trying to figure out if I should play my athlete up, if they should play grade level, what's the goal? Is it to develop? Is it to get interest from a higher caliber school? Is it to be dominant? Is it to show that you have the physicality to play up? Like, what is the goal? And I kind of went off a little whatever was in my notes, but it just made me think about that of like, yeah, you can play up, you can play grade level. One can benefit and one can actually hurt, but it depends on what your goal is. Back to what you shouldn't be doing though. I talked about signing up for camps. This is not the time to sign up for, you should not be signing up for the wrong camps. This is camp season. Utilize camp season. Utilize your $75, your $100, your $125, however much it costs to go to these school camps. I am a big fan of elite camp. Now, I had a college coach on one of the episodes that talked about team camp and how kids have gotten offers from team camps. If your high school team is pretty good and they are going to camp and you're going to be with other good players, team camp is a little gem right there, because I always focus on elite camp. But team camp can be a little gem if you do it the right way and if your high school team is pretty good, because these are athletes that you're used to playing with. So I'm not opposed to team camp, but I'm still elite camp. Like I want you to go to those elite camps and go to the right elite camps and make sure the coaches know that you are coming to the elite camp. While we're talking about elite camps, y'all, you are getting email after email after email after email, all these emails about come to camp, come to camp, come to camp. If you are messaging a coach, their general response is going to be, I'd love to have you at camp. Yes, it is an invite. Yes. But they're going to tell everybody that. They are trying to get the kids at camp. Some of them are using this as a moneymaker. They want to get as many kids to camp as possible. So if you get that, I'd love to have you at camp or hope to see you at camp, take that with a little grain of salt. Don't get overly excited of like, oh my God, they just invited my baby to camp. Dig a little deeper. Make sure you get with someone that can actually ask about you coming to camp, and that they can tell you if that's the right fit or not. Because these college coaches are going to say, I hope to see you at camp. Bring it to camp. We'll do an evaluation. All right, that's the first thing these coaches are going to say. Oh, if they didn't get to see you a lot in the first 2 sessions, they're going to say, oh, well, we didn't get to see enough. Sign up for camp. Yeah, make sure it's the right camp. Where we at? We talked about the AAU portal. Not to panic. Reach out to these coaches. And don't sign up for the wrong camps. Now is the time to really utilize social media. I talked about how footage is king. you should be utilizing social media. And you need to make sure you are connecting with the right people. There are people out here that go to these events and their job is to talk to the college coaches, is to get the college coaches at the kids that they're working with games, whether that's a recruiting service, whether that's a media personality, whether that's someone that have relationships with coaches. And y'all are going to hear this plug all throughout this episode. When I was at Clash of the Clubs, when I was at Queen of the South, when I was at Adidas, I literally before we even got to the tournament, I was texting these coaches all of the athletes' schedules, right? Now, some of them they obviously did not get to see because I have a lot of younger athletes and their priority was the older athletes. But a lot of them, they did. And one of the members received 2 offers this past weekend. And that I'm by no means am I saying because of me. It was because her athlete put in the work and her AAU team has put her in the right position and she's doing what she needs to do. But I also followed up with these coaches to make sure that they were at the game. I also followed up with them after. So they are hearing it from multiple, right? They're communicating with the AAU coach. They're hearing it from me. They're asking me questions. That's the benefit of the community. Get in the community. It's a 7-day trial. Test it out. Anyways, yes, connect with someone with relationships. You cannot do it all alone. And you don't need to be doing it all alone. This AAU world is chaotic. It's a lot going on. You cannot figure it out on your own. Now, for my top kids that's going to get what they get regardless, that's a little different. But that's the 1%ers. Everybody else at the end of the day, and even them, everybody needs help. They need a different type of help. But you need to make sure that your athlete is getting seen. You need to make sure that you're with people that can promote, that can push your athlete. And we already talked about connecting with your AAU coaches and reevaluating your goals, reevaluating your performance. Get heavy in film. Get heavy in film. Don't just, here goes that right word. Know the right way to watch film. What are you looking at when you're looking at film? Are you looking at just you? Are you looking at just you on offense? Are you looking at offense and defense? Are you looking at how hard you're going? Are you looking at the type of shots that you're missing? What exactly are you looking at when you're watching film? You have more opportunities. You've had April, you've had May, you have June, and you have all of July. So June you have camps in June, and then like I said, if you're playing in like a TABC or something like that in June with your high school team, you have another opportunity. So you have your camps where coaches can see you, you have TABC where coaches can see you before July, which for 26 is it. It's it, baby. You need to make sure you're putting in the work because the opportunities are going to continue to come even after AAU season. But I know some of you athletes and parents, you want to end this season with an idea of where your athlete is going, right? I know it's going to feel good to be a senior and not have to be stressing out of where you're going to play next year. So take care of the work right now. TABC, June camps, July live period. You might be at some events that coaches won't be at the end of the day but determined by or based off the team that you're playing with. But just because college coaches are not there, that does not mean that you can't get seen. Get with someone that promotes, that posts. I'm in Texas, so I'm always going to kind of talk about my Texas peeps, but I know of a lefty. I think his IG is lefty_Mike. He's always posting on his page of athletes. Ed, I'm coming. He has a university where he's always posting. I think it's underscore I'm coming Inc. Forgive me if these things are wrong, but he has a university where he's posting on the page. Ray G with sudden exposure. I have watched him walk around and talk to these college coaches. And me with a different community. I'm walking around talking to these college coaches. I'm posting on my page where these college coaches are following me. If you're not in Texas, or if you don't want to use any of those people that I said, those same people are probably in your state. Find someone that talks to the coaches. Find someone that is big in the media space. Find someone that's a third party. Maybe it's a recruiting service. I don't know. I think Chris Johnson has a recruiting service. I don't know many recruits. Sudden Exposure, I talked about that one as a recruiting service. I don't know any other. I don't know any other recruiting services. But yes, get with a recruiting service. Get with someone that can help you so that you can end this season the way that you want. And you're not stressed out. You're not feeling regret. And you don't have to keep trying to do this thing on your own. We talked about, I feel like I was just like on y'all today, but we really went into my 28s, 29s, my young kids. Don't panic. I know that you're seeing certain 28s and 29s get offers and you feel like you're better than this kid or you should be getting this offer. Some of those are favor offers. Some of those are, the kid is performing. Maybe the kid is playing up 16s or 15s or whatever the case may be, and the coaches got to see them. But again, some of these coaches won't be. Y'all see these coaches moving just like it's a college. There's a transfer portal. It's an AU portal. It's a college coach portal. These college coaches are moving. So don't get stressed out. Don't get all bent up over trying to get an offer. My 26s, you done had 2 opportunities. Either you seized the opportunity or you didn't. Reevaluate. Get with your AAU coaches. Talk to them. Reach out to these college coaches. Get some relationships. Really, really get an understanding of where you fit so that you're not wasting time. Get to the right camps. It's college camp time. There we go. It's college camp time. So make sure that you're getting to the right camps. Make sure you're preparing for the right camps. Make sure you're reaching out. Get in the right camps. And be ready for a live period coming up.